So I finally got started with the book collection, right? From Eagle Moss. Now I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of graphic novels. And when I went to start this collection, I knew I was going to get a lot of them that I've read before, but I like the fact that it comes on its spine. You know, the picture of all Alex Ross's artwork of the heroes. So it's actually it expanded as I was collecting it, because when it showed you the pictures of the heroes and the villains, and so you had a rough idea when it was going to end. But the minute I got there, it added other pictures, and this is all right. How much else is this going to cost? And but now they've told us it's 100. Now there's 100 books in their collection. So right now it's up to so right now what was it? I've got 92, 94. I'm up to about 94 books. So, and you get 3 in each delivery. So I'm basically close to the end. So, and as you can tell, here's a wee puzzle for you. Okay. Right. Who are the two heroes there? Right. Quite easy. Right. So you've got. But the annoying thing is, I'm looking through them. You ever had this problem where you go into a comic book shop and you're not too sure if you've read the story because you've got so many, or been a long time since you've read it. So I've got, I think I've read this one. You got the Flash Terminal Velocity. Okay, I think I've read that. With Flash, I don't know. With the storylines, it's just. I think when I started reading Flash, it confused the heck out of me because, I'm a one hero guy, but there were so many, you know, there's so many Flash members, and I'm trying to put them as that guy from the future. Is he the Kid Flash? Is he the Flash, or who's he related to, and everything else? What happened to them? So it took me a wee while to get into it and stuff like that. So it's but that shows you how complex some characters can be. And you probably think Flash isn't complex. No, not when you watch something like Flash, a TV show. Right. Then you have the return of Donna Troy. I collected the Teen Titans, but well before the books, well before the show, because I was fascinated by the popularity that was surrounding it and just now, and because I was trying to get the Dick Grayson sort of arc story going, and things were tying into Trigon with the Justice League. So I wanted to get some backstory to that. So I'd started collecting the Teen Titans Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's probably in that. Wonder Woman sometimes confuses me as well, because I'm easily confused. Because of the gods and everything else, I think there was a story with Wonder Woman standing on Batman's face. So I got into that, and and then I tried to get the relationship between Wonder Woman and Donna Troy and everything else. So you have to buy all these books to get the full picture, and that's why I believe in this sort of stopping the comic line and going back from the start. Have so many origin stories for the next generation. Start afresh, so you don't have to keep on buying the next chapter, because it's been a long time since I bought. I collected the New 52 stuff, and I stopped that, and then I'm way behind now with the Rebirth. I bought the big omnibus Rebirth. I quite enjoyed it, but then it got onto the story where there's a Superman and he's got a son, and he is married to Lois Lane, and he's in a world where their Superman had died. I went, no, I'm not feeling it. I'm old school. I like the fact that Superman doesn't have a son. I like the marriage thing, but when you start bringing the son in, I would rather have the standoff stories, which is just Superman and the early beginnings and stuff like that. I prefer that. So here we have the Legends, and that is basically got the Suicide Squad, the Flash, Justice League, the Outsiders, maybe. No, was it Batman, Captain Marvel, Green Lantern is mightiest hero of modern times. This is story of legends. So interesting. Here's one. You've got the Odyssey. No idea. Batman struggles to stay in control as he is confronted by a series of unnerving challenges in this twisted tale from legendary writer artist Neil McAdams, with Man-Bat and the Joker monster foes to be faced. Can the Dark Knight survive long enough to discover who is behind the chaos into his life? It's fine. I mean, that whole the Red Hood saga, and then you had Batman R.I.P. and amongst that you had what do you call that, Hush. So when you take those stories combined and everything else, it can kind of be very complicated and mixed. And that's the only downfall for me for Grant Morrison, is his stories for me start off okay, but then I just feel like he's trying to promote himself into some, he thinks higher, and this is the thing about him, for me, he just thinks he's God's gift to comic book writers, and he makes it more complicated than a story should be. So then you've got Odyssey 2. And then finally, speaking of double, Batman and the Outsiders. So listen, if there's any sort of stories that you love or that you find overcomplicated, or maybe there's a writer you love and you would buy most of his stories, or maybe you're collecting the same series as I am and you've come to the same thing that you've got most of the books, just daft collections that you feel like you're throwing money at, and just because it's an addiction, I'd love to hear it from you. This is DC Vigilante out. Let me hear from you.